let's speak to Kate Williams, who's a royal biographer and historian. Very good morning to you. A beautiful sight here this morning.
Amazing.
And actually the rain almost makes it kind of more romantic in some ways, doesn't it?
Yes, I think it does. It's most romantic. It's kind of the misty romance. And the rain, it does look worse than it is. I think, once the boats come out here, it'll be so joyous and there's so much colour and all the gold and red and excitement. I think it'll really set the Thames on fire.
It is really a historic day in many ways, isn't it? Nothing like this has been seen for, what, centuries?
No, exactly. I mean, 1662 was the last big one. We had a few in the 20th century, but 1662, the year after Charles II came back, he and his wife went down the river, surrounded by huge amounts of crafts, and it was so beautiful and celebratory that even the really hard-bitten diarists got exciting. But that was nothing to what we've got now. I mean, now, all these boats, massive celebration, really does celebrate, I think, how important it is for the river, for us, an island nation, and of course for the Queen herself, a naval wife, and she lived in Malta as a naval wife in 49-51, and also a naval daughter. Her father was in the Navy, and her children too. I mean, the Navy is so crucial to her, so close to her heart. She followed the Navy much more intensely during the Second World War than the Army. She is a great naval woman.
And we will be speaking to them a little bit later, actually, here on Breakfast, to the Navy, and about how proud they are to be part of it. The Queen is very much the star guest, isn't she? She's very central to this whole event today.
Queen is star of the show, but also what's interesting is we've got these gold thrones, but it's actually a slightly smaller royal family than we sometimes see, which again we're going to see on Tuesday. Really only the core. We've got the Queen, we've got the Prince Philip, we've got William and Kate and Harry and Charles and Camilla. They're at the forefront of this, and it is going to be a massive celebration, I think, of Britain's history and boating, and the level of what we're going to see, right back to those Tudor and Stuart monarchs who used the river as the way in which they would display their power, display their grandeur, and can just see Henry VIII coming down covered in gold. We're having a fake Henry VIII, an impersonator, but I think if Henry VIII is up there, he's looking down and smiling.
Oh, it was interesting also being out on the banks of the Thames last night, and we've had pictures here on Breakfast this morning. People in that British tradition, that great tradition, camping out. I mean, we are expecting hundreds of thousands of people, and hopefully they won't be affected by what's going on when they see us on the TV this morning. Do you think things have changed for the royal family? This will be a sort of reflection of that? I
think we're going to see lots of people here. You were probably like me, Louise, as a little girl. We were on the beach in our cagoules in the freezing cold, told have an ice cream and cope with the rain. We can cope with the rain in Britain. And I think now we see the Queen as she's so much more popular. We look at these polls; they are looking at 80% popularity, which is not what it was like in the 1990s. The Golden Jubilee, quite soon after the death of Diana, she wasn't so popular, and now it's like a massive upsurge of popularity. And I think partly as a tribute to how long the Queen's been on the throne, and also the younger royals are particularly boosting the popularity of the royal family, particularly last year's royal wedding. It's as if the legacy of Diana lives on, but in her sons.
Okay, thank you very much,
Kate
Williams. Thank you very much.